Greetings and blessings. I am the light of God that never fails. I am the love of God that always fulfills. I am the truth of God that always prevails. Peace be with you. Thank you for your presence at this hour, and thank you for your love and support upon this channel. Today we are in conversation with beloved Lord Melchizedek, and if you are watching this series for the first time, this is a three-way sort of conversation, meaning we are overlighted by beloved cosmic ascended beings that is present for that particular session. And so in this session we have beloved Lord Melchizedek's presence overlighting this session, and therefore I am actively listening to his overlighting consciousness, his divine intelligence, and I am relaying it for us in the spoken word, and therefore do kindly excuse me if I may seem to space out for a minute here and there. So this is like a three-way conversation. I hope you're doing well, and I hope that your life is a manifestation of your true soul desire. So this mighty statement, I am the light of God that never fails. I am the love of God that always fulfills. I am the truth of God that always prevails. These are the mighty statement mantras bestowed upon us, to humanity, by beloved Lord Melchizedek. And if you are aware of the sacred order of the priesthood of Melchizedek, and or if you are aware of his own individualized presence upon this world eons ago, this statement has been, and the essence in these mantras has been the flame, the torch that had been carried over generations and generations as the emblem of the flame, the eternal flame that continues to expand, that continues to still hold steady, regardless of all that have come and gone, and these sacred statements we will be focusing upon the context. For if you are aware of beloved Lord Melchizedek's individualized path upon this world, he, much like many beings that have in the recent centuries have come and gone in service to light, in service to life, he has been one of the forerunners, the forefathers of holding steady of the light, the love, and the truth of all that is. And like I mentioned, if you're aware of his own journey, it has been one that has been overcome through many trials and tribulations. Yet it is in the essence that is reflected in this statement that has been the victory over everything that he himself encountered, that surpasses beyond human constructs, and that is the victory over any sinister, discordant energies that ever was, and unfortunately that still yet exists in this world. But yet, nevertheless, the light of God never fails, for the love of God always fulfills, and that is the truth of God that will always prevail. In our each own individualized path, as we seek to understand the meaning of life, the meaning of our existence, the more we seek, the more we may attract opposing forces. And so, if you're upon this path, if you're seeking the truth of life, and if you have been facing trials and tribulations, these mighty statements, let it be your guiding light, your guiding strength, your guiding torch that leads the way. For within these statements holds the frequency of the victory of life. Upon my own path of navigating this journey, especially in the past 4 or 5 years that I have dedicated to fulfill my soul destiny in service to light, service to life. These mighty statements, overlighted by beloved Lord Melchizedek, has always delivered me from all the trials and tribulations, and from all the appearances, the illusions of this world. And so at times in my most darkest hours, these statements have allowed me to forge the strength that was embodied by beloved Lord Melchizedek in his own times, The strength that this world, life itself, endured over so many ages. The rise and fall of humanity, the rise and fall of so many civilizations. Well, we are here. We are all here. And it is because at its essence, the light of God did never fail, the love of God did always fulfill, and the truth of God has always prevailed. And therefore, we will take a little deeper look to gain insight from beloved Lord Melchizedek's own overlighting presence here with us, to understand the deeper context of the statements, I am the light of God that never fails. I am the love of God that always fulfills. I am the truth of God that always prevails. If we understand the context of never failing, it means that if we hold steadfast to the truth of our being, the core essence of our beingness is of the light. We come from the light. We are of the light. And we are truly indeed the light of this world when we embrace our true selves, our true nature, our true divinity. It is when we take ownership of our true essence. For example, a turtle and let's say a cheetah. A cheetah, if it feels or believes that it is a turtle, then perhaps it'll never ever access the power in his leap or the power of the speed that he innately has. This is just an example, an analogy. Therefore, if we empower ourselves with the truth that we are of the light, it strengthens us further. Much like how affirmations work, through the power of imprinting it into our consciousness. Yet, the degree to which we are to arrive in its complete acceptance is the true essence of our being that unlocks beyond all the qualities that we may seek, because what we seek can sometimes be limited to what we perceive is the best for us. But yet when we embrace the truth of our being, then it unlocks all that is in alignment for our highest good, even those that we are not humanly aware of, that is our each own destined path. And therefore, I am the light of God that never fails. If you have trials and tribulations upon your path, know that within you is the core, within you is the core power, the core power of the light. The light, we understand, can be taken in many contexts, but that is all encompassing of the truth, that the light has within it divine intelligence, within it the power of illumination of the truth of all that is. Therefore, if you're guided to speak your truth, to be the truth in your being, in your everyday life, be it. Walk in the truth of the core essence of your being, for then it will illuminate your path, and it will, of course, illuminate the world. And the light, the quality of the light, because of this high vibrational frequency, it also elevates all our multi-body systems. And therefore, in the light, we are free from all diseases of the mind, diseases of the emotions, diseases of the physical. For the spiritual plays the initiator, as in the physical is the manifestation of the spirit that we embody. If we embody the spirit of the truth of the core of our being, the power of our being, then nothing can stand in the way upon our own destined path, our own individualized expression of life. And therefore the quality of the light is all encompassing. And it is in this lighter frequency which our humanly eyes, our optic nerves are so cloaked up by the dense discordant energies that this world has been accumulating through the misuse of life force, the misuse of energies by humanity itself, that our optic nerves are so dense that we don't see the higher frequencies of light. We don't see the miraculous manifestations of light in all its colors, in all its illuminating glow. Yet, we live by faith and not by sight, not by the sight of the physical. For within our true core, we know the truth. And therefore, in that truth, we continue the path, irrespective of the appearance of the world. Yet there will come a day when we are so raised in frequencies that our physical body itself upgrades, where our optic nerves are illuminated, are elevated, that we will see higher frequencies of light, the miraculous manifestations of life itself, as the manifestation of the light embodied, individualized presence of the I Am, of the Christ. And therefore it is the light that should never fail. And of course, I personally try to steer away from the word should, because then it implies sort of limitations. Yet in this context, we are to understand that it is always a light that comes as the enfolding truth, irrespective, regardless of all that may seek to defy it. And so when we come to the second statement, I am the love of God that always fulfills, we understand that human love is limited in its capacity, for there are terms and conditions and transactional qualities that may be attached and that has been conditioned. Yet when we speak of love, we speak of the cosmic love that is beyond any forms of conditions. A cosmic love that fills our feeling with such, for lack of a better word, with such expanding tenderness of compassion, of that it seeks to fulfill everything that we choose to experience in life, and that is the quality of love, which holds the feminine essence of creating it to fulfill what we seek to experience. Yet, in the love that we speak of the fulfillment, we also understand that the love that we choose to embody is of the presence of the nurturing love presence, the divine feminine, the divine mother's love that is already within each of us, within our feeling body, yet we have to allow it to expand. Much like the optic nerves, the heart, the emotional feeling body is also clothed, is also layered and layered by human experiences of disappointment and hurt. And therefore, sometimes the degree of love that we feel, even in our own humanly walk of life experiences, the degree of love that we feel goes up and down in its ebbs and flow. For example, the love that you may feel for your pet, when you see your pet, there's a certain quality to it. The love that, for example, when you meet your loved ones, or the love that you feel for a certain experience or a certain passion in your life, it has the qualities that you feel is a momentary touch of a feeling. Yet if we allow ourselves to be cracked open by releasing and healing ourselves, releasing all disappointments and healing ourselves by fulfilling, by being each own fulfillment of love, meaning to have so much self-love, not from a place of selfishness. It has been misconstrued that to pour unto oneself is being selfish. No, it is we are each own responsible for our each own individualized life, and that is why the divine mother's love presence, we already hold it so that we can nurture our life. And in this nurturing, in this unfolding of the heart, the feeling body, when we allow ourselves to be vulnerable enough to heal through all the disappointments by fulfilling the qualities of love, of non-judgment upon our own personal individualized selves, the more we continue to love ourselves, the more it expands, and what is within will always be reflected outside. And therefore, the more you embody this love for yourself, you will not seek to take it from another. Rather, you will seek to pour out because you have enough for yourself. There's an understanding that we come not to take from this world. We come to be the fulfillment of love unto this world. And therefore, it begins from within. And so that love will always fulfill. I am, the I am presence, the Divine Father, Divine Mother, the Divine Father as in the illuminating light, and the Divine Mother as in the fulfillment of unconditional cosmic love, always fulfills. And therefore, we are so nurtured. And when we are nurtured, it's like when we are well fed, we achieve better. And this is the truth of God that will always prevail. I am, meaning the divine intelligence, the divine love that is within us, the I am. It is the truth of cosmic intelligence, the truth of the fulfillment of cosmic love. That is the truth that will always prevail, that have always prevailed, and that will continue to prevail, for the light never fails. And so this is a message that I am guided to bring forward for each of us. And beloved Lord Melchizedek extends his blessing that every time you utter these mantras, he will reinforce it with his cosmic strength of the qualities in the statements itself. And if you choose to walk with him upon the fulfillment of your soul destiny, he is always here with his cosmic angels. He will overlight you. You can call upon him through your I am God presence. Offer your love and call upon him. We offer love not because they need it, the higher cosmic beings, but it is the cosmic law of fulfillment of as you sow, so shall you reap. And therefore, we offer him love in a very simple way. Of course, you can use it in your each own personalized way. Beloved, I am God presence or my higher self. I call upon beloved Lord Melchizedek and his cosmic angels to come and enfold me and to overlight me. Just know that every time you utter these statements, even if you don't call upon him, just knowing that these are the statements, you are holding his frequency of cosmic strength. And so you can always either or, there are two ways. One is call upon him in your prayers and meditations, and call upon him and say, beloved Lord Melchizedek, make my life a cosmic instrument of your cosmic light of God that never fails unto this world. Beloved Lord Melchizedek, make my life a cosmic instrument of your love of God that always fulfills unto this world. Beloved Lord Melchizedek, make my life a cosmic instrument of your truth of God that always prevails unto this world. For it is in your embodiment of this frequency that you are the instrument of all that qualities unto this world itself. And the other way is to affirm the statements, and every time you are making a connection with his cosmic rays of cosmic light, cosmic divine love, I am the light of God that never fails. In those moments when you feel that you need that extra strength, I am the love of God that always fulfills. I am the truth of God that always prevails. And so it is. Peace and blessings. I love and bless you. I thank you. Bye.